How can you tell that we're in a bull market and that we should continue to be buying stocks? My name is Hamilton. I'm here with the Trading Initiative. Give me 5 to 10 minutes of your time, and you will leave this video with a better understanding of how trends work and why you should still be considering buying stocks, okay? I've sent out a lot of newsletters over the last 2 years. Nearly every single newsletter I've referenced that we should be looking to continue to buy stocks showing leadership qualities because we're in a bull market. Lots of responses come back. Hamilton, how do you know that we're in a bull market? How do you know that we're going to continue to go up? Yada, yada, yada. Listen, I don't know for sure anything, but I'll tell you what I'm not worried about. The election crap going on in a week. I don't care about the geopolitical situation. I don't care about inflation. I don't care about any of it. My objective as a technical trader and a portfolio manager is to follow price. And the best way that I know how to do that is by identifying trend. So what I want to introduce to you really quick is something called Dow theory. It's an important component of technical analysis because, quite frankly, it's one of the oldest systems that has been around for over 100 plus years. Mr. Charles Dow of the infamous industrial and transportation averages developed a set of principles that has come to be known as the Dow theory. And within these principles, one of the major assumptions here is that prices trend, right? Assets trend. If you can understand which direction something is trending, you have a better than a random chance at capturing alpha in the market, right? So we're going to go ahead and go through that. One of the key tenets of the Dow theory here is understanding the trend in regards to the primary movement, the secondary movement, and then the daily or intraday movement, depending on where you are actually trading. So let's go back to TradingView and actually talk through this. So what Dow is theorizing, or what he theorized over 100 plus years ago that continues to work to this day, is that there's 3 major trends that you should be focused on as a trader. The primary trend, which can take anywhere between months to years. That's something like a 200-day moving average, which is what you see on the chart right now, that black line. That's the primary trend. Then we have something called the secondary trend, which are generally counter trend moves inside of the primary trend. So within a bull market, we might get a correction or something like that. Those tend to last days to weeks, right? We get counter rallies or we get drop downs, however you want to look at it. And then we have the intraday or daily fluctuations, and that's typically going to last anywhere between a couple hours to potentially a couple days. So Dow said as long as you can get the primary trend correct, the primary trend, right, months to years, you're probably going to make a bunch of money because if you trade along the direction of the primary trend, more often than not, you're going to be right over the long term. And boy, oh boy, if the last 2 years hasn't kicked you in the ass, if you haven't believed that, this is your time to wake up, right? So you can utilize a bunch of different moving averages to figure this out. We utilize just the 200-day moving average. It's the industry standard. Anywhere between, billion-dollar money managers to retail discretionary traders like ourselves use the 200-day moving average to identify which direction the primary trend is moving. And I'm going to show you just using the cues here. As long as we are trading north of the 200-day moving average, meaning price is above and trending above it, the primary trend is more than likely going to continue higher. You have an elevated probability if the 200-day moving average is sloped up, meaning that it's even higher chance the price is going to continue in the primary trend. You can see that there are certain situations where the 200-day moving average is flat or still potentially sloping down as price breaks up and over it. These tend to be very whipsaw type of areas. And so extra safe traders would wait for a slope to start developing to the upside just to give it a little bit more supporting evidence there. But the primary trend is more or less going to keep you in the right direction over the long term. The secondary trend can be something like a 50 or a 21-day moving average, depending on how you like trading. We're just going to use the 50-day moving average. That secondary trend, like I said, can last anywhere between days or weeks. This is really going to tell you when there's a potential opportunity to buy the dip or whether or not you should be worried. These are counter trend moves to the primary trend, meaning secondary trends, as it starts to break down a little bit, might give you an opportunity to play the market a little bit more defensively, take profits a little quicker. Maybe wait to open up new positions if you want to wait. But it's an opportunity for you to take a step back, breathe, and reassess whether or not that primary trend is going to still continue to be intact. And then the intraday stuff, I'm not worried about because I'm a swing trader and I tend to focus on trades 3 to 6 months out. So honestly, the daily time frame doesn't matter to me whatsoever. And tongue in cheek, by the way, Charles Dow himself said he never traded anything on the daily time frame. On the intraday time frame because the market was ripe with manipulation 100 plus years ago. Imagine what it's like now with all the algorithms and bots. Day trading just doesn't have the edge that it did, 30, 40 years ago with all of the computer generated trading going on, et cetera, right? So as long as you're trading in the direction of the primary trend, Charles Dow over 100 plus years ago told you you're probably going to continue to make money as long as you're trading in that direction. There are a million different examples I can show you outside of the indexes. You can look at Google, which just reported we have a position in Google. We have a position in nearly every Mag 7 stock right now because primary trends are up. We're trading north of the upward sloping 200-day moving average. So any sort of weakness into a logical level gives us an opportunity to buy it. And we did. We bought the 150-250 breakdown off of that August 5th, late September weakness. And here we are trading right now after hours somewhere near 180. This is going to be an absolutely massive win for us. We can look at, Microsoft trading north of an upward sloping 200-day moving average. Apple trading north of an upward sloping moving average. None of this stuff is bearish, right? Charles Dow would be buying these types of pullbacks because he would say that, hey, things trading north of a primary uptrend are buyable names. Okay, so that's the first way that you can start to tell whether or not we're in a bull market. Are we trading north of an upward sloping 200-day moving average? It is incredibly important for you to understand this very basic law inside of Dow theory. The next thing I want to talk about are the three primary stages of a bull market. If you're privy to the Wyckoff market model, I'll leave a description in the comments below if you're interested in learning more about that. I put out a 15-minute video specifically about that. It's fantastic. I also have an hour-long webinar on the Stan Weinstein cycle theory, right? Stage analysis. That is incredible as well if you have the time. But we're going to talk very quickly just about three of those stages as they pertain to bull markets, because that's what we want to focus on in today's video is how can we tell we're in a bull market. Stage 1 is accumulation. Stage 2 is big move. And stage 3 is excess. We're going to use slightly different words, but it's the same idea. So the first one here is accumulation, right? Stage 1 is accumulation. How can you tell you're coming out of a bear market? Late 2021 into 2022, the markets got crushed. The Qs got crushed. We traded below a downward sloping 200-day moving average. Once again, validating that we are no longer in a bull market. We are in a bear market using that 200-day moving average as our guiding light. What we're looking for at the bottom of a bear market for a potential recovery is for prices to stop hitting new lows. It seems simple, but it can be challenging in the moment, particularly in prolonged bear markets, which 2022 was. It was 6, 7, 8 months of just dreadful price action grinding down. Some of the Mag 7 stocks lost 60 and 70, 80% of their valuations. Maybe not 80, but NVIDIA came down like 65%, guys. It was absolutely insane. What we're looking for, though, is a stop of lower lows, and we're looking for some sort of horizontal range sideways. This is your first indicator that maybe the market is no longer going to continue to go down. We call this the stage 1 or accumulation phase of the market. And there are plenty of stocks, by the way, that are experiencing this type of price action right now. We're looking at tickers like WRBY. It's very obvious when I pull these things up, but it's a horizontal channel over the course of 2.5 years. This is a stage 1 or an accumulation cycle that we're expecting for a breakout into new highs. We're looking at Roblox potentially as it eventually clears its overhead supply at the 48 area. You can see I've already talked about this. We don't want to own it while it's still inside of the horizontal rectangle. We want to own it as it's breaking out. The Qs had the same sort of price action, right? Going back to late 2022, we were no longer hitting lower lows. We were going sideways. So Dow would say, listen, this is stage 1. This might be the beginning of a transition into a potential bull market. We should be focused on potentially owning names as they start breaking out. He would not pull the trigger until the 200-day moving average confirmed it or whatever he used as the primary trend, but he would at the very minimum start getting back into the buy mode, right? You want to get back into the buy mode. The second stage is the markup period, or as Mr. Charles Dow called it, the big move, right? The big move is just your very obvious bull market. If you're trading north of the 200-day moving average and price is consistently hitting higher highs, you're in a bull market, guys. That's what Charles Dow said over 100 years ago. That's what TA is telling you right now today. Nothing has changed. If you're continuing to look at other things than price, you might get faked out. But at the end of the day, the only thing that's going to pay you is price. And these types of moves confirm that the bull market is still on. Now, the next logical question is, okay, I get it. We're hitting higher highs. We're trading north of a 200-day moving average that sloped upwards. How can we tell that maybe the bull market is starting to come to an end, which is the third portion of that Dow theory, that stage 3 distribution phase, right? Or as Dow called it, the excess stage. What we're looking for is some sort of, you might have guessed it, horizontal level to get formed and price starts bouncing in between some sort of resistance area and it just doesn't continue to hit those new highs. Price stops hitting on a month over month basis new highs. You can see it here, right? We came up, we're no longer no longer being able to break out into new highs. Sometimes they're prolonged. Sometimes they're a couple months. Sometimes they're multiple, like 6+ months, depending on how long the bull market lasted. But as soon as you see indexes or individual stocks that matter, I'm talking Mag 7 stocks, etc., no longer hitting higher highs, and you see some sort of resistance area forming, and price continues to slam up here, and there might be high volume spikes, but for whatever reason, selling pressure is just way greater than demand, you can reasonably assume, or at least, start playing cautious that maybe the bull market is starting to end because larger financial institutions are offloading shares at peak price. They're trying not to undercut. They don't want to get slippage. They don't want to accidentally market order their entire, stack of shares on whatever they have and crash price and everybody gets out, everybody gets dunked on. They don't want to do that. They want to mask that. So they do that by keeping price very tightly within a horizontal range, just like this. They distribute out the shares to retail and other people that are continuing to think that the bull market is still going, and it's not. Eventually, it starts to fall and break down, just like we saw the Qs do back in early 2022. So guys, I'm telling you right now, if you follow the basic tenets of Dow theory, this is technical analysis 101, you're more often than not going to make a bunch of money. I'm serious. You don't have to even win a majority of your trades. Just trade with the primary trend and stop giving in to the schizophrenic dumbos out there that are screaming the world's going to end because of a bunch of random crap that doesn't actually impact the market. They overemphasize things that don't matter. The most important thing in the market is price. What is price telling you? What is trend telling you? As of right now, we're trading north of an upward sloping 200 moving average. We're continuing to hit higher highs on an index basis, not only the Qs, but in SPY, not only the Qs and SPY, but in the most important areas of the market, your Mag 7 index, currently sitting at or near all-time highs. This will probably be an all-time high tomorrow because of Google's earnings. The market is not going to crash, guys, when the most important stocks in the world continue to hit new highs. Hopefully this shines some light. Lots of emails coming back to me. How do I know that the market's going to continue to go up? The most true answer here is I don't know, but the weight of the evidence that I use continues to tell us that new highs are coming, and therefore I want to stay vested long. This has been the best year we've ever had as a community. I invite you to try us out. Link is in the description if you're interested. If not, just leave a comment, a like, potentially subscribe if you like this type of content. It would really help me out. I appreciate you. My name is Hamilton. I'm here at the Trading Initiative. Enjoy the rest of your night. See you in the next video.